Hi folks, so it was great to see two great players obviously battle it out for the race to Dubai the other week, and obviously two athletes but two totally different swings. And I really want to reiterate what I just said in the opening remarks about the different ways of skinning a cat. If you look at Jon Rahm's grip here, you'll see that he's got what we'd class as quite a weak grip in traditional terms, and then a strong right hand. You won't really see many tour players, one of very few tour players with a grip that looks like that. Contrast that with Tommy Fleetwood, where you can see the kink in the left wrist here and the kind of notional V's aimed up traditionally more to the right shoulder. That's what we class as, should we say, more of a orthodox grip. But don't forget, the whole purpose of the game in golf is to control the golf ball and present the club face on the right path, looking in the right direction. So in Rahm's case here, as he swings back, very wide swing, but he will flex his wrist in a particular fashion. So what I mean by that, I mentioned before he had a weak grip, which for most amateurs would really be very, very detrimental to them, because they tend to slice it with that grip. But in his case, as he takes the club away, you'll notice here in the takeaway, he'll tend to bow, or his wrist might go into what we call a bit of flexion, where this wrist is arching, and by doing that, that keeps the club face square for him. In a traditional takeaway, the face would probably be open at this point, and then as he gets to the top, he certainly feels that same motion in the wrist. It's actually flexing or arching this way, which keeps the club face a little squarer. So say that's his mechanism. Then as players go, he's really more of a slider, a driver. He'll drive his legs hard. He is opening up, but he's driving that club down the line. And notice at impact what this wrist is doing. It's almost like he's turning his knuckles down. So you'll see on the approach to the golf ball here, on the right hand panel, you'll notice again that this wrist has bowed this way. That's to get the club face in a stronger position here, so he can squeeze the ball and drive it towards the target. And he's quite linear, he's down the line and then rotating. Now if we were looking at, as I say, Tommy, obviously who he battled it out with, Tommy's more what we class as these days a bit more of a body releaser. His club face is in a very orthodox position. If anything, it's square to a slightly closed. So from here, he doesn't need to do anything fancy with his wrist. In fact, he's trying to calm them down. Like most tour players, he's trying to keep his hands quiet and let the body rotation do the work. So he's more, look at his left leg posting, as opposed to Rahm. You can see he's sliding over on this ankle and shoe. Different footwork here. Both very effective in terms of what they're doing to the golf ball. But this is very much rolled over on the outside of his ankle, whereas Tommy here has put the pressure down initially into his left side and then thrust up and through. And notice what his hands are doing, nice and quiet. So my point here is that in both cases, through the golf ball, they're swinging the club in the correct shape arc, and they get it doing the right thing through the golf ball here. But through that golf ball, we want to control the path of the club head and what the club face is doing with the particular grip that you have. And your grip needs to be matched up to all these components. That's the important thing, that we're gripping it in a fashion that complements our swing technique and our body motion and our strength and so on. And that's very important. You see a good professional who can help you achieve that and get the control you really deserve.